Right about there. And then we're gonna kind of pay attention to this one more. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna hit play here. I'm gonna kind of add my thoughts as we go. It's gonna be just a bit of a stream thing, so it's gonna take a little while to get there. Yeah, an hour 39. I might skip a little bit, but for the most part, I'm probably gonna just watch and learn.
Hello and welcome multiversus players all around to the biggest season yet. Season number 4 has arrived, and you already know what time it is. It's time to talk all about it. It's myself, Ajax, and my fellow community manager, the cat. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing excellent. This is a very, very, very special episode for even me personally, man. You already know what type of time I'm on right now. You know I'm super excited.
Look, we've talked about it all the time. We're always big fans of when everybody gets their favorite character in the game, and this is quite literally one half of your favorite showing up right now. We got Raven to talk about today. Of course, we got a lot more than just Raven to talk about. As you can see behind me, Season 4 is loaded with a lot of great information.
Arena mode, stuff like that. Yeah, looks interesting.
There's no doubt that this will be our longest episode yet. So to start things off, of course, the cat, everybody got to see it recently. We got to show them one more time. Here is a look.
Trailer again.
Yes, of course. It is our favorite trailer, like no doubt when it comes to gameplay trailers, and it's time to see it one more time. Let's take a look one more time at the Raven gameplay trailer.
Sup?
This music is edgy.
I don't scare easy. Booyah.
So there's a lot of things here that look like Black Adam.
Pink flip-flops are making me inexplicably angry.
Actually, let's go back. Go back just a little bit here. That right there. That looks like.
I don't scare easy.
Now these are different for the most part. The uppercut, you know, kind of similar. The bird, it's whatever. That looks like the Black Adam neutral attack.
Your stupid pink flip-flops are making me inexplicably angry.
It's not that much like Black Adam. Just kind of like the similar juggling stuff that she can do.
I respect that.
She is a mage, so we'll see if what kind of what that might mean for her moveset overall.
And you're giving me a headache already. You think you're the only one with family drama? Slow down, nerd! I'm not sure what I hate more, Harley or her dumb voice.
Rude.
So, like, big black capes, right? I don't really do celebrating, but yay.
And so, as you all see, Raven from the Teen Titans will be joining officially the multiversus roster. And of course, this is a character that was highly, highly requested, very popular. And so the entire team wanted to do justice to her inclusion to the multiversus roster. And of course, we got to get in a little bit of her backstory. Ajax, would you like to take that over?
Oh, of course. So you already know we got the Triple Crown winner and Tara Strong coming back to reprise the role of Raven, who is not only here for Bubbles, for Harley, but there's a little very funny bit in that trailer where she's essentially just talking to herself. It's so.
And she says how annoying her voice is. Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Glad to be able to bring that voice to Raven, and also just a lot of unique
or how much she hates it
takes to the way the design went. You know, a lot of times everybody is very curious as to what a new character will look like when they first drop. Well, shout out to the art team for creating such an amazing.
I do like her look.
Raven
she doesn't look like straight from the Teen Titans, which is fine. You know, they made her look more fit with the other DC class. So.
Again, not only popular, but the entire team also loves this character a lot, and so. Not only from the artistic perspective, which shout outs again, they killed it, but from a gameplay perspective, we had to make sure we snapped on this character. And so without further ado, I think we should show the people exactly what Raven brings to the table as a fighter.
What's going on, everyone? It's your community manager, Nakat, and today is a very special day. Today, I'm going to be giving
is that all left-sided for you guys too?
Addition to the multiversus roster. Today, we
have
Raven. the member of the Teen Titans and
Let me do this for now.
coming to Multiverse.
For you guys, at
I'm
least.
super duper excited. This is a character that I have wanted for a very, very long time, and the fact that she is finally here and she's going to be available.
I kind of want
is
Ivy
going to
myself,
be
but
super duper
just because I like the
This
idea of
character
whips.
is like no other,
Well, not
and I mean
not for
about the
because of any
moves.
particular reason. I just like the idea of different kinds of
So, without
weapons.
further ado,
Okay,
let's get into it.
I want to
Raven
kind
is
of
a
make that
mage
clear
class
because we have spears and swords, right?
character
So
that
Ivy's like, oh yeah,
has
whips. We
range
got
and
mallets. We got
close.
guns.
Raven has the ability
One to whip,
to
you know.
set play.
Closest we got
And
to whip is like a
Raven
Powerpuff
players will
side air,
create
you know.
situations that can
We
be
got Wonder
very
Woman with a
awesome
one
after
whip, you know.
knocking down their opponent or knocking away their opponent. Raven is the only character in the game that has a companion in the form of her companion Raven, Lenore. Raven also has a passive named Magical Countermeasures. When Raven takes over 100 damage, she gets faster, has more knockback on her moves, and does even more damage. Let's talk about Raven's grounded attacks.
This is a big deal, but I normally don't like comeback mechanics in these kind of games unless everyone has one. So, and it kind of there's a bit more consistency with it, but it's probably fine. It's not. I'm not gonna harp on this too much, but I will say I'm not a huge fan of comeback mechanics. For like Smash Bros was just going crazy with that, while most characters didn't have any. So,
Raven's grounded dash attack lunges Raven forward toward the opponent. This simply just knocks away the opponent altogether. Her grounded neutral attack is a very signature move that you'll all probably be familiar with. It has 3 levels of power. The uncharged version is Azeroth. The second, longer charge version is Azeroth Metreon. And then the longest charge version is Azeroth Metreon Zenthos. The longer you charge, the more knockback.
okay,
is
that's
taken
bigger than Black
from
Adams.
this move, as well as how large and long the move actually will be. Holding the attack leaves you very vulnerable to your opponent, so be very, very careful if you decide to charge this move. Raven's grounded
Hold up.
attack is a little different
So that it
this time around. If you decide to charge this move, your opponent and long the move actually will be. Holding the attack leaves you very vulnerable to your opponent, so be very, very careful if you decide to charge this.
I don't know if it makes you that vulnerable. That thing it extends so far, and it doesn't look like it has a lot of cooldown. Like compared to the range of it, I don't know. Maybe if you could dodge through it though. If you could dodge through it, that probably makes it better. Just infinitely worse or whatever.
Big fist that comes out to knock the
It's probably fine.
with a lot of knockback.
Probably fine. Wait,
Raven's jab also has the ability to
it's no longer
to the
stuck on the right
rest of
channel.
her
That's
normal attacks as well. This move is exceptional.
that's what has happened before in the cat. I don't know what's going on with this.
For her to be able to set up her offense. Raven's down attack hits in front of her and behind her, slamming into the ground with a barrier of dark magic. The down attack hits at a wide range and it launches opponents into the air, which she's able to act out of super fast, making it a very reliable combo tool. Grounded neutral special attack. Raven zaps her opponent with her mind to knock them away. This move is a get off of me move, and you can combo from this move on hit. You basically want to use this move to knock away opponents very fast, but again, if you decide to approach with this move and be aggressive with it, you can follow up off of it relatively well. Let's talk about Raven's grounded side special attack, and this is going to be a very important.
That stomp looks kind of cool.
Raven sends out her companion Lenore, who
There's a
does
big old boot to the
two-hit
face.
combo that can knock away your opponent or knock your opponent back towards you, depending on the spacing in which you hit this move with. You can curve Lenore above you and toward the ground as well, meaning you can put Lenore in so many different spots of the map that it offers so much utility and just so much uniqueness to the things you can create with this companion. Lenore disappears after you perform a special 3 times, or if your opponent hits Lenore 3 times.
That is such a.
Companion does have health and does not have infinite.
That's a very
Let's talk
interesting
about the
side
multiple
special.
usages that Lenore actually brings to the table. If you press side special again, Lenore will detonate, causing opponents to be wrung out vertically at the top of the blast zone. You can perform all 3 of Raven's grounded specials through Lenore, which is very, very important. So, you can do the up special, which allows you to combo back and forth between Lenore and Raven. And lastly, let's get into Raven's specialty perks. First one up, telekinetic takedown. Breakdown special can now summon rocks from the ground and throw them at the opponent. You can even choose the direction that these rocks are thrown. You can throw them upward, sideways, or downward. Time it right with an opponent that shoots a projectile, you can catch the projectile and throw it along with the rocks. For example, if Harley throws her bat doll at Raven and she uses this perk, Raven will have the ability to stick the bat doll directly onto Harley. Perk number 2, Simmering Temper. Raven's magical countermeasures requires less damage to trigger, meaning that instead of 100 damage being needed to trigger Raven's magical countermeasures, it will require a lot less. And of course, this has variables because it also depends on, in teams, how much damage your partner also has as well can influence this. Let's talk about Raven's Friendly Familiar perk. When Raven shoots out Lenore, Lenore will hover towards Raven and stop just a short distance away from her. But if you have an ally on the field, when you shoot out Lenore towards your ally, Lenore will hover all the way to your ally until it is able to attach to your ally. And that's going to be it for the Raven breakdown. I am super excited again to finally be here and have this character almost readily available to the public. Again, big fan of Raven, my most wanted character ever, and I'm so excited not only as someone dev side.
I do like her, the look of her as a character, so I'll definitely give her a shot when she comes out. It'll be early access, I'm sure, tomorrow. Hopefully they're upfront about that.
For putting this character together, and of course, I want to thank all of you for allowing me to break down this character for you. This has been one of my greatest honors. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching. Gonna throw it back to the studio.
That was but a taste of what you will get to see out of what Raven can do. It is hard enough to be able to explain all of the possibilities of what she could pull off, and you saw a little bit of that with Lenore's play and being able to utilize the specials off Lenore and the way that Raven moves around the field. She's not only great at comboing, being aggressive, but also being able to help be a teammate with many different tools available to her kit. So she's got everything that you could ask for and more, and it's just super exciting thinking about what everybody's gonna pull off. Nick Cat, you might want to press the button that says I can speak to everybody. There we go. There we go.
Everybody makes me speak a couple times, no matter how long you've been in the business. All right. But one of the coolest things about
That's
this
good for me to
character is
know.
the fact that this character, in my opinion, has this pretty much you can do it all feel. With the extension of Lenore, she's able to craft combos that are very unique, not only to just her as a character, but just, I want to say, within the genre in itself. And I think that's the most exciting part about Raven. Like, I mean, you know, when we were up working like late at night with the team and everybody's playing Raven and everything, you would just kind of see me sometimes sitting there just playing build a combo pretty much.
And
So,
many a times where I said I'm gonna steal that. She's got so much potential, and of course, a lot of that came from one of the great minds behind our design team. And the first time that he gets to be a design lead on a character, somebody who's got a lot of history of platform fighters, and you got to actually talk to him quite a bit. That'd be Devin, also known as Reslift to quite a few. And I can't stress enough how much passion was poured into what he did. And like I said, you got to chat with him quite a bit about what went into the mindset of how she came about.
yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's hear what Devin has to say about Raven's design.
What's going on, everybody? It's your community manager, Nick Cat, and today I am here with the legendary Devin.
Now it's on my left ear.
Did I say it right?
No, but it's okay. Devin Gajewski is all right.
Perfect. All right, he is the technical game designer at Player First.
Dang.
How you doing today, man?
Why?
All right, feeling good.
Awesome. And so today we're here to talk about Raven from the Teen Titans. As you
The moment I put it on mono, it
I'm a
switched.
huge fan. I waited for this character for a long time, so
I don't know what's
this
up,
scene
man.
feels really special, especially
I
since
feel like being trolled.
you know, I've kind of known you from back in the day that you're actually working on this character. It's so awesome. And so I guess the first question I'd really like to ask you is,
Oh,
what are
hey,
the top
Pixel.
3 things that you
How
like
you
about
doing?
Raven
Thanks for
as
the
a
alert.
character in Multiverse?
Guessing it's a lyric.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a
Top
lyric.
3 things I like about Raven.
What you up
in
to?
Multiverses. I like a lot of the. Well, first I gotta say I really like all the passion from people like yourself and from the team. Raven was definitely a highly requested character. A lot of people love Raven from her time in Teen Titans, in Teen Titans Go, but all of the different iterations of.
I do like a lot of the personalities of the characters in the game as much as
the new comics that have come out.
like as much as some people like
everyone on the team
others
was really
more than
passionate about her and had, like,
you
little
know.
bits of pieces to add.
I think a lot of them do have a lot of personality, so I agree with that.
Second favorite thing about Raven, I like her playstyle. I think we don't have anything quite like Raven in the game yet. Trying to go for like an offensive support kind of character, someone who will really be there to make the teammate stronger and help from the back line. So I was really excited about getting that in the game. And then my third favorite thing about Raven is just how she looks in the game. This is not my area of expertise, but we have an amazing team of artists and animators and VFX artists that really spent a lot of time to nail the look of Raven so that she felt like a multiverses character, but you could still tell she was definitely Raven, right? And I really love just the little small details that they got in to make her look just right for multiverses.
Dude, the art team snapped on that character, and yeah, like speaking like just not only the art team but you yourself, I feel like you snapped when it came to putting together how her moveset was going to work, and I agree. There's nothing quite like Raven in multiverses.
The whole mana cannon thing she has
found
going
here,
on.
I do really think we have a very, very special character on our hands. But let's talk about the history of Raven a little bit. How did this character come about in multiverses?
Yeah, I think
Might be a mistake with the stuff I ate, but my stomach was upset anyway, so I'm like, YOLO.
We've had some some ideas in the background for her for a really long time, dating back to the open beta. I don't really know the specifics of like how she was chosen to be one of the characters for season 4, but I think the timing is really nice. You know, we're kind of around Halloween. It's spooky season, and Raven kind of emanates, you know, the whole goth aesthetic. So I'm really happy that she got to come for this season. And then when, you know, it was brought up like, hey, we're considering Raven for season 4, I kind of jumped at the opportunity. I reached out to Daniel Kraft. I reached out to Tony, our creative director, and I was like, yo, like,
Yeah, you gotta get
Titans
Tony.
fan. I think I could do this character justice. Like, please let me get a shot at this. And thankfully it worked out. So I'm really happy that I got to be the one who you know,
PFG relics.
Which iterations of Raven did you actually take inspiration from when developing her?
Oh man, as many as we could, honestly. So I grew up with the original animated show on Cartoon Network, Teen Titans. So that was where I drew most of my inspiration. But we had a little bit from everywhere. We saw, you know, versions of her from Teen Titans Go. Our artist came back with like some visuals of her in the comics, and it was like, oh, but she does this in the comics, so we should try to represent that. And it's like, oh, but she does this in DC Animated Universe, so like maybe we should try to represent that. And so we took little bits and pieces from all over the place, and it was really awesome having
There's that
come together and like
Bruce Wayne outfit. That's the
here's the thing that Raven definitely does.
Trigon possessed Superman.
Yeah, my bad personally on that. I know I sent a
Bruce Wayne
wave of information. Yeah, my bad.
No, it's still useful though, right? Like everything that we could pull from, we tried to, right? And Raven has so many awesome iterations and different interpretations, and you know, in a way, we're kind of adding to that. So, but it was really cool to try and mix and match as many as we could.
And so, Raven is a very unique character, as we've basically spoken about. How did you end up choosing her class during her design? I mean, this one to me feels pretty self-explanatory. She obviously was going to be a mage, right?
Yeah, of course she was going to be a mage. Her superpowers are very magic focused. But the next question there was like, what does her superpower really mean, right? So I think there are some superheroes where their superpowers are very, very clear cut, and it's very obvious what they're going to do, right? You know, Batman is going to beat the crap out of people, and he's going to throw batarangs, and he's going to have gadgets. Raven's magic is very kind of it's kind of vague and kind of nebulous, right? She can do a lot of things with it. So we really wanted to boil it down to the core of like what we see Raven do a lot of. And it's a lot of like, okay, she uses her magic, but her magic can make shapes, so she can like grab things and throw them, but she can also make shapes with her magic.
She can space out people. Yeah, that makes sense.
The big thing is I wanted to, because we're a 2v2 game, I wanted to incorporate this idea of like, oh, she like projects her soul in her magic, so like a part of her is in her magic, but then she sends it out and it's still her doing things, but she's far away, and she can like impart her magic into her teammates. So there were a lot of like, oh, there's this like kind of vague idea of how Raven uses her powers, but we wanted to boil it down to make sure we got just the essentials and gave
I will
her
say how she uses her abilities is also why I thought Black Adam could be like mage
And
support
actually, speaking of her
tank,
kit, what
just because he's
perks
not
do you
as
think benefit
straightforward as punching
Raven
people.
the
So
most?
Oh man, I like all of her perks, honestly. I think her perks will definitely work in different kind of match setups. You'll actually have a good decision to make between which perk you really want. My personal
I
favorite,
also
though, is
what I'm talking about is
Teleport
nitpicking a
Takedown.
lot too,
It actually
and
just
it's gonna get even more
higher
nitpicky the longer the
to
game is out. So it's gonna take a lot of revising and figuring out.
From one of my coworkers here, who was like, "Well, Raven likes to do this."
So as much as I want to nitpick it, I don't got a good answer for all of it.
Things out of terrain and then throw them back. And then,
Maybe I do.
Also she could like grab
Maybe
other
I should
projectiles
send it
from
to
around and throw them
Tony.
back, and I think it's
Did
a very
you
unique
know?
move.
Did you know that if you actually use that against Harley Bomb, it takes the bomb and sticks it on Harley?
It sticks it to Harley?
Yes,
That's actually
literally,
really...
and it will detonate on Harley, and she'll take the knockback. It's so sick.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, it's that sort of counterplay that I'm really interested to see.
We don't have a lot of
And I
like
think this is
reflecting
one of her
abilities
more,
in
like,
multiverses. We have like
big
block
power
projectile, but not a lot of
swings that,
reflecting.
some of
At
her
least
perks are
reflecting
kind
that's
of lower power
reliable.
swing and easy to
And that
just
looks like it
hit
might be one
in
that's a little more
instances, where
reliable.
it's like, you really have to think about how you're going to be using this perk.
Because you can do it
So I'm
with
excited to
Garnet,
see
but
how
you have to
she
like
does
catch it in the bubble and then hit it back, and that's not always easy to do. Because it takes a bit of wind up to get it going, and by the time you're ready to send it back, the enemy could just be in your face. So
The best. Me personally, as someone that's been spamming Raven for I don't know how long now, since you hooked her up, I have some ideas of who I think she'll be super good with. But I want to know from you, the designer.
Yeah, well, I wanted her to feel like she was part of the Teen Titans team, right? And again, with the Teen Titans I grew up with, she wasn't the one on the front lines. She was in the back with Starfire, kind of giving supporting fire, while Beast Boy and Robin and Cyborg were kind of getting in there and beating up the baddies. So to me, I was like, okay, how can we bring that experience into multiverses? And it's like, okay, if she has a teammate who can beat people up, if she's got someone getting in there, like a Batman or a Superman or a Wonder Woman, right, get those other DC heroes in the front lines, then she can provide them some ample support from distance, give them some extra hits. She can impart her magic into them and then do more attacks from their location. So I was really hoping that
wait, I
was
wonder.
going to be the game plan for a Raven player, right? Make your ally better, and then the ally can get in there, and you can support them from a distance.
And
I was testing
what
something.
is the design history around some of Raven's moves? I saw a lot of references in there, especially like the second part of her jab, the huge punch. Honestly, I love this move set. It's everything I would have dreamed for in a character that I waited for so long. So yeah, I gotta understand, like, what was your mindset when you were cooking up her kit?
I will want to load up
Yeah, I would actually
multiverses
say the biggest part
quick,
of
just to
her
look,
kit
see
is
about
trying
anything else I
figure
want
out
to
that
purchase with my
core
spooky
gameplay of how do
bucks.
we make her a character that
Yeah.
sits in the
I don't need to
backline
stream
but is
it, but
still
definitely want to do a
offensive,
little bit of
right?
that
We don't
tonight,
want these characters.
if anything.
Too often, I think characters who sit in the backline end up becoming defensive and very campy, and you can run away, and then you have two players just kind of sitting on one side of the stage, and it's hard to approach them. That's not what we wanted to do. So we wanted to come up with a version of Raven where it's like, well, she's in the backline, but it makes her teammate want to go in. It makes her teammate better. So the big core change there was this idea of, okay, she has the ability to impart her magic into her teammate, and then when her magic is in her teammate, it actually makes her weaker defensively. So she needs to be able to find a safe place to really power up her teammate from a distance. The big thing here is that her special moves can be imparted into her teammate, and then she can do all of her special moves to protect or attack from her teammate's position, but then they no longer appear at her position. So it's really up to the Raven player to kind of think about how she wants to empower her teammate and play that kind of supporting dream in a 2v2 setting.
And lastly, what type of player would most enjoy playing as Raven?
Honestly, Raven fans, hopefully. I wanted to try and.
Nah, you got it. Absolutely.
All right,
that's my main. Come on now.
Oh man, I don't know Raven, man.
Will hopefully enjoy playing as Raven.
I don't know Teen Titans, man.
Feel like they like to stay away from sort of like a pseudo zoner archetype, right? If you like playing as a bit of a zoner, she has some of the tools to deal with that, but you have to be smart about using her tools. She can.
I do like playing a zoner every once in a while.
So you have to be really careful about how you stay away from people. And then someone who wants to play as like a support, right? If you have tried to get into multiverses and you're like, oh, I want to be
I
in
do
the
like playing
Batcave
as a
because I have a
support.
friend who loves going in as Batman and they just love beating the crap out of people. This is the kind of playstyle for you. You can make that friend even stronger. You can give them more attacks. You can give them defensive capabilities. You can even heal them from a distance if you play your cards right. Yeah, I think that type of player is the kind of person who really wants to play Raven.
Now that's pretty solid, right? And even then, I think that Raven does a good job.
Power of bird.
Does a good job at actually fighting too. I do think that she can be aggressive, and so I do like that. I guess that duality of being able to either play back or go in. And
I have my kitty
yeah,
trees
I
up
think this
there.
character is going to be extremely popular. Devin, you did an amazing job as a longtime Raven fan. Thank you. I appreciate all the work that you and the team put into this character.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and definitely a shout outs to the entire PFG team. This is obviously not a solo effort. Some awesome people made some really awesome contributions to the character, and I'm glad to finally see their work out there.
Absolutely. And of course, players, thank y'all for watching. Let's head right back to the studio.
Again, not enough could be said for the passion and effort that went into this project of getting Raven into multiverses, and a lot of that due to the time and effort and just care that.
You know what? This could
Devin
go a
put
little
into this
faster,
character.
right?
So
Nah, I'm
once
not
again,
gonna do
thank you
it.
so much, Devin, for everything that you did and all the team
Does this sound funny?
worked together to get Raven on board. And of course, everybody already knows Raven. We did announce Raven is going to be available to be purchased as well as unlocked in the fighter road on the 15th, which we'll get into the fighter road in a moment. With a lot of people bringing up a certain skin that is not necessarily been seen. We already know we couldn't not include it. With the Raven bundle, you also get the iconic white Raven skin that will be coming alongside of that, and the Trigon eyes are in fact purple. So everybody who's been asking about that, you already know that's the one that I've been using the most. It's so iconic to the show. You can't not include it.
Of course.
I mean, Nakat, she just has such great collections of skins. We have to go through them all again.
We're not even done.
Yeah,
we're just getting started.
We only just got started with it. I mean, you're like we already seen, of course, the great default skin that she has with the amazing design. But there's also the Mythic Vista skins that will be coming as well. Which
those look pretty sick.
Show up in the trailer. It's not just Raven, of course. There'll be some more that will be getting.
I do like a lot of those extra skins. I'm a big fan of that stuff.
With the hairdo too, you got the hair slick back and everything.
You want to talk about hair slick back?
Yeah,
Cheese showed me an article recently about how multiverses isn't doing well revenue style, which makes me a little sad. I can also tell why, because everything is actually free for the most part, and they haven't made enough revenue off people buying a bunch of skins at once. So
of characters who will have these skins and will show off a little.
It's also why you can see why they're trying to add a little bit more, like, hey, we need to get some revenue back on this. We're not really making money right now. And every time it's always like people responses like, oh, they want money. It's like, yeah.
Some of our favorites by far.
Most people do.
It's Troublemaker Taz. That's what it is.
That is really slick though. I do like that one too.
Then of course, like we were saying before, the White Raven skin.
People need, yeah. People do need money.
A little bit of conversation with their dad. I believe we got that one in there too.
It's a tricky game, man.
Favorites. We couldn't not have left a little bit of creation.
Superman's freaking eyes look so weird right there.
Birthdays could be very happy.
I don't have a good solution for the people need money thing. It probably would have been not vote for Trump, but that's
get over enough.
I know it sounds political, but
you know, as well, which of course you'll be able to get access to.
So I don't think we're gonna get a solution to the needing money part anytime soon.
On the loose is the Rift. We also have the event that'll be coming.
Yeah,
which we'll get into in a second,
I've been trying to avoid it myself
it's got the voice
as much as possible, but man, it's not working.
Like in the banners, there's too much. There's too much good stuff in the season. We have only started.
So bad. I want that banner. Yeah, and like all these skins.
Probably do need to settle down a little more myself though. Past
as much as I love Raven,
couple of weeks.
I want them all. I need the Taz skin also.
I don't think I need. Well, he is pink.
Want to play Taz much more.
I do already have pink Superman skins, but he is pink there.
We got a lot.
It's technically a light red.
Like we said, let's talk about, of course, season 4. It's behind me as well. We got the big infographic that went up to everybody to give a little bit of insight to what's coming. We have course,
Fighter Road,
Celine,
wait.
who will be joining us later on in the season.
What's up
You
with
got
that?
2 new maps, which a little bit of was shown a second ago of Samurai Jack. Of course, we have
New maps are nice.
the map.
I gotta say this right now. I actually do really enjoy the different style of maps that are coming out, like the quirky. Like, I know they're not great for competitive play, but man, it is fun to be able to jump around the outskirts of a map and just do crazy crap and different platforming. Like, that's the thing I really miss from like Smash Bros. Because a lot of online was just 1v1 in a very tight box. So I do really like the map styles that aren't just super like 1-to-1. Like, you can basically just trade off the maps with another one. It's like, I barely even noticed that this one's gone. Only thing I noticed is the floor is slightly less round. Like, so I do really like that. Arena mode looks ridiculous.
Version of it though, which we'll talk about.
Ugly sweaters.
There is a
Polar vortex.
We got the holidays, of course, so it's a little bit longer. We stretched it out a little bit longer.
Starts midnight in your time zone, 11 p.m. for me.
We'll be talking about
this? Oh.
Event, the Mythic Vista, and then later on the cat. Of course, we got.
I'll definitely want to check that out before midnight then.
And a few other ones, but those will remain a surprise.
Interesting. Okay, because it's always been like rolling around at 7 a.m. right?
And content as well.
And it's not gonna run even. It's not even gonna run when they do the patch. It's gonna. Well, it might be better because it's midnight.
We said that
less people up.
The most packed into the verse, and we meant that
Eastern time zone. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, not even close. So first things first, a lot of people have been asking about the Battle Pass. Well, the Battle Pass has now been altered to be 2 different Battle Passes, and it's a little bit shorter. And your first tier that you will get will be of the character that will be released alongside it, as we have moved characters.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Now, and we have now moved it to where you could get unique skin at the very beginning. We wanted to make it a little bit easier for everybody to be able to not only go through Battle Passes, but be able to get some more unique rewards as we're going through this right now. It is 45 tiers into the unlimited tier afterwards. They are 1-month Battle Passes. And you will also now not have to wait 2 months in order to be able to unlock a character that was normally inside the Battle Pass. You'll be able to unlock them via Fighter Road when they become available, or of course through purchase and the Gleamium and your fighter tokens. So one of my favorite taunts finally getting into the game. Joker, we revealed this back in his trailer. People have been asking quite a bit.
Nice. I need me dance emotes.
I am very, very excited about this one. So let's just keep it moving along.
I am halfway thinking about just buying more of those hyper galactic skins just because they're pink.
Maybe a little something extra to join pretty soon too. Of course, we got the iconic Powerpuff Girls bedtime.
Where's the pink suits?
Might be keeping an eye on a couple other skins that might be.
They were pink.
The coldest shoulder emote, and all right, my personal favorite. I know that we have the moonwalk for Jason, but this one's actually my personal favorite.
Bedtime. Look like summer outfit to me.
Dude, he's so
Yeah, I thought it was like I thought it might have been like swimwear. Powerpuff Girls don't have a whole lot of design in their figures at a certain point, so.
And, as we talked about with the
Wait, what did I miss? Hold up, I missed something there actually.
My personal favorite, I know that we have the moonwalk for Jason, but this one's actually my personal favorite. Just look at.
Dang, he does that so quick.
Dude, he's so crafty. Oh, that. Alright, you know what?
They're missing legs already too. Dang.
Dude, yeah, I mean he is crafty still, but damn.
Jason is such a character.
And, as we talked about
Such a character.
We also have a couple of skins that will be following along the same.
Dang, Velma looks got a cute suit there.
Skins as well. We have a couple to share in a little bit, but one of them you will be able to get.
Valedictorian. Okay.
Velma as well on tier 34. Excuse me, 35. I can't read. And this is my actual new favorite banner. I'm just this banner is so
Trigon's daughter. That is pretty sick.
Our team snapped. I don't really know how else to say it. Like,
man, these artists go ham on this game.
With everything related to Raven, and it's only gonna get better. As you
That's
see.
also cute.
Lone time, please.
I mean, I guess most artists probably go ham, but still, you know, most artists try to take some pride in their work.
The track will be the Troublemaker Taz that you'll be able to get.
But I'll still say it.
And as anybody might have noticed, you still do get Glemium throughout the pass to be able
What is
to,
that?
if you complete the pass, be able to get another.
You just ate the comb
battle
too,
pass along
uh-huh.
the way. So you'll still be able to cycle out battle passes if you play all the way through, or use it towards other stuff that you like as well.
Hey, it's the Taz.
And
Hey,
infinite tiers, which will be rewarding you assorted items that you have already been able to do with the current live version.
his mouth is
So
yep.
that is now how the battle passes will work. They are going to be 2 separate battle passes, and we want to make sure that we can be able to get people any new character that comes out a unique skin at the very beginning that you'll be able to get at the start of each new patch.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of value to be had with 2 battle passes, and so we hope that you're all very excited. I mean, just seeing the content in there this time around is exceptional, from banners to emotes. That Jason emote is sticking with me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really moved on from that, but
I already got the moonwalk,
also
so I'm
with
happy
all
with
of
that
the
still.
cosmetics that you guys just saw.
I want more
I'm
dancing
really
emotes.
excited, or we're really excited for players to be able to pretty much obtain everything that they want and then some.
Yeah, like you were just talking about with cosmetics. Speaking of, we got the
I need to get
Trigon
Gizmo's
loose,
dancing
the
emote.
Trigon on the loose,
Really need
as
it.
well as the Azarath Metreon Synthos event. As you can see here, there are multiple different variants for the Trigon business event. You have Nubia, you have Joker, you have Black Adam, and there's one more still floating around as well. Then of course the king himself up on the seat. Man, it's
Dude, can we talk about how good this
it's so good.
Joker in
looks? Like,
particular
this
looks
part is beautiful.
Oh, I have to clarify something as well. The battle pass is not the same price.
chaotic, I
It's
guess is the word.
actually 800 Glemium, just to clarify that, as I see a couple people bring that up in chat. And also, that was 45 tiers for the first one. It'll be the same. So instead of 70 tiers throughout each total season, it is 90
Okay.
tiers in total.
So they've kind of increased the total.
Clarity for that. People bring it up
Okay,
in the chat.
okay.
But yeah, the Trigon event, that is our first one. I mean, it's hard to not just.
They did try to squeeze in 4
Release,
seasons,
will be your
didn't
very
they?
first event.
So
We'll be making an attempt to take down Trigon Possessed Superman.
into 1 year. So I don't know if
Trigon has
that's
found a new host,
part of the thing.
and very much so is very happy with the new Kryptonian body that he has obtained.
I need to keep up on their Discord more, but it's just so much crap. Too much crap.
Now,
Been lazy.
that is only the first one. The second one, of course, as we just talked about, are the the Mythic Vista skins, which are just so damn good. Like we said, this is our take.
Wait, is that
Our team was actually
Batman?
awesome and more for this season. Like
or is that like Dick Grayson? Like what is?
This is only part of it. Like we said, it's our take on magical school anime, if you will, of these skins. You have Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it does look
Velma,
magical school
Raven,
anime.
Headmaster Wayne, and Principal Joker, looking extremely devious up in the background. Some of you have already seen the Joker skin on the infographic as well. That is the opposite of his transformation form, the Mythic Vista skin. And we'll let you take a look as they arrive. We're gonna have a couple promotions showing off what these skins look like when they are in their alternate forms. A couple have already been seen. Can't wait to show off the rest.
Oh yeah, I need to get Gizmo's musical instrument too at some point. I need to. I don't need to, but I want to. Eventually.
Of course, for later on, as we do have 4.5 that'll be joining us later in the season that have some more unique.
Unfortunately, ain't got money for multiverses, guys.
That
Oh man.
is maybe what
Them terrorists not gonna make it easier,
Yeah.
oh man.
No, we have much more. Like actually.
So, first off, the brand new Fighter Road is something that we have introduced to the game. Everybody has already seen the article that went live recently. It is a new way to be able to unlock characters and also a different route compared to the fighter currency, which I'm going to break down for you right now. So the Fighter Road is a new unique way to be able to play the game as you go. You earn experience for characters along the Fighter Road that will be set in an order that you can unlock along the way. You are also
Did I just hear a Discord
different
bloop?
characters amongst different tiers as you play too, so you'll be able to alternate which ones you like. This is meant to help the experience of, especially the first time experience when you're hopping in. Is a bit of it is there's
Oh.
quite a few characters to have to unlock, and fighter currency was easy to obtain for some, but it's a little bit more of a grind for others. So we wanted to simplify that process as much as we can. And everything you do through missions, through events, through battle pass,
Okay.
you'll be able to get fighter road
Okay.
experience, be able to get that through different events.
I've already gotten all of them, but that's a way to actually.
You'll also have that same experience converted to your battle pass progression, so you won't be losing out if you already.
So you can
have
unlock certain
fighter
characters.
roads might not affect some of the players who already have everybody. Well, you
This, because I know like a lot of like one of the bigger grapes coming from the beta to this one, at least one that I thought might have been there, maybe not. They had like the founders pack where you could unlock all the characters with like one purchase. You had like all these tokens you could reuse, and they did carry that over to the official release. But there's not really been a way to like buy like all the characters at once with like a nice bundle thing. It's like locked down to like a certain gleamium pools. So at the very least they're adding something here to kind of take away the grind to get to a certain character you might like. Plus you can also now play characters, any character in local games, so you can test them out against computers or other people still a little bit. So there's still at least some options. I don't know if it's in a great state, because I still feel like having the ability to get like a one-time purchase like a Brawlhalla $20 would it be terrible to have all characters unlocked off the get-go, but I'm also just not super sure if that's going to be a make or break at this point. But this is at least nice where you can kind of do a bit of a path to get a character you really want to try out. So I like that still. I don't have to worry about those, so it's hard to tell.
Towards your battle pass helps speed that process up for you as well. As you can see, the new end of game feature there. And as we mentioned before, the different tiers you could pick from them. You could choose between Bugs Bunny, Wonder Woman, or Jake in that tier. And you could choose how you want to play along the way. But that's not the only thing. Sometimes maybe you just want to get right into it. So a new thing that has been introduced is the Fighter Road Purchase Bundle, which is everybody can either pick individual bundles for individual characters, or you could get everybody outside of Raven who has just joined for a total value, a cost of $49.99.
Oh, never mind.
With every
Okay.
character you have. So if you already have
Never
10
mind.
plus characters, you will have discounts. If you have 2+ characters, you will have discounts. They will continue to drop.
Never mind. They did it. Never mind.
So if you want
They
to
did
just
it.
get right into it, you want to get everybody, you don't want to
Okay.
take the time to grind.
Well,
you can
I can't even complain at all now.
at once with one full purchase as you play the game, and you can unlock the entire Fighter Road.
I like how that dude cheated. He had 49,000 gleamium.
You want to go about it, that is your choice.
Cheater!
Yes, I actually
Make it cheater!
we want players
Report to
play
Tony!
for characters as soon as possible by any
Get
means
Tony on this
necessary.
right now,
So
guys.
Having all of these different options now to unlock fighters, I think is going to be a
This
big
guy.
plus for everyone playing
This
game.
guy.
You know, we put in a lot of effort as a team to make this happen, and so to finally see it here is just really
Okay, I'll stop being dumb
Yeah,
eventually.
it's something that's been talked about a bit, and wanting to figure out a nice way to be able to give people options that fit for them. And this is where we all came to.
This is part of the reason I want to just
introduce this.
spend money on this game, because I want to be like, yeah, let me pay for the thing I haven't actually paid money for.
Of course, again, Raven will be joining the Fighter Road on the 15th.
Let me support the thing that I'm enjoying, you know?
For free, or you could get her through individual bundles, or you could get everybody as well separately through the Fighter
I feel a little bad not having to spend money on
Road.
everything.
We're really excited.
So,
about
if
that.
I'm being honest.
And speaking of, being able to kind of try out characters,
Get these
like new
sick
characters and all that,
costumes.
let's take a look at the new arena mode. So arena mode will be live for the first 3 weeks
This
of the
is-
season.
looks
And as you can
ridiculous.
see at the very beginning there, you could choose individual fighters, and a couple people asked, what happened if I only have, Shaggy, or if I only have 5 characters? Am I always going to get them? That answer is no, because in arena, you will be able to play anyone in the game. You have to
Okay.
for them. So you start off with 10 coins, and you can play anybody.
Okay.
anywhere throughout the
2v2v2.
ranked mode, which allows you to not only get prestige currency for anywhere you place in matchmaking.
Prestige?
As long as you play matchmaking and play throughout the whole thing, you will get prestige currency, but you can play
Dang.
anywhere you want throughout the entirety of the 2.
Jeepers. You get so much free crap in this game.
Another really fun part about all of this too, we've been wanting to find ways to allow players to have
Dang.
brand new ways to play with their stream, or play big Discord group party, whatever have you. Well, there is in fact lobbies that you will be able to invite people to. There is also streamer mode where you can be able to block lobby codes, because you do have lobby codes that will be joining the arena, and custom lobbies, so you can be able to invite 8 teams of people, 16 of your friends, all inside of the arena mode. So
You're gonna have to start some tourneys, my dudes, because I'm totally good at arranging group play.
You're able to get them. You'll be able to have a good time and just play along with everybody else. So
Totally not just randomly pairing up in 2v2s with people every once in a while. Totally not.
Mode, which we will continue to grow on. So please, in those 3 weeks, let us know what you think. Let us know about the new abilities that you have. Let us know about all the new builds, because as you can see there, you have legendary items such as the battering toss, the homing rockets. There's a lot of.
Okay, I'm getting even more excited about trying this out tomorrow.
No 2 games are the same. Everything is super unique. It's probably the most played that we have been doing over here on the dev side. It's hard to not want to play it,
dude. I think one of the most charming things about arena mode was just watching how it brought the studio together. It was very, very, very popular and very, very nice to see people playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to, you have the first couple of rounds where you're like, damn, I didn't get necessarily the builds that I wanted to play. Well, yeah, you can sell your items along the way. You could change them. There's a lot of different ways to play. You can do offensive, defensive, dodge-based builds, and a couple of unique power-ups that will...
I need some dodge-based builds. I have too much of the beta muscle memory still.
Add new, unique ways to do it as well. So it's super fun. It's easily, again, one of the most spam things that we've been doing. So we're excited to have that finally enter. But now we have gone over Fighter Road. We've gone over the arena. And now time to get into some heavy points of updates as well. The cat, if you will, go ahead and start us off on the brand new gameplay changes coming to Season 4.
So first and foremost, we wanted to make the game, I want to say, more expressive, right? And so the best way to do that is to change many mechanical elements to it to allow players to play in specific ways that they want. And one of the first ones was improving the grounded run speed. There are a lot of characters in the game that have had their grounded run speed increased. So that's just one of the many things that we changed. And I know y'all saw, Ajax and I, we were kind of yapping on a timeline, doing the most, but we as an entire team felt very passionate about this and bringing this to life in game for you guys. And so now that we're finally here and able to show you, this is really a moment, in my opinion. So
like you said, part one, some movement speed on the ground for characters overall. As you saw some of it with our last patch, we improved a couple there. We have continued to improve that now.
Yeah, they increased it on Harley too. I think she needed it.
Fast falling.
They increased it on Banana Guard.
Fast fall before. There was
sometimes it just felt like jumping. It was so hard to maneuver right after. It got a little
much more control of what you want to choose for your outcome and how you want to position yourself. You want to fall down, you want to be able to get down to a different position, you want to be able to line up people, you want to bait someone, they're doing something reckless by using movement. We have added
that was something that did feel kind of rough, like the inability to short hop basically.
Make sure that you're prepared for where you need to adjust your timings, but this will open up a lot of new combo routes, a lot of new approaches, and a lot of new ways to provide some unique expression, which I think the cat
Jason looks really ridiculous constantly doing that.
Another change that happens to be added to the gameplay.
Did you say something about approaching? Well, let me talk to you guys.
Ooh, no.
With the added run speed and the fast fall, everything kind of weaves together, right? It kind of flows and works together.
Okay, I hope it's not too much faster, because the game already got pretty chaotic on 2v2. I mean, it wasn't that fast and chaotic.
Aerials not feel as threatening or risky, rather, as the person that is trying to approach. Before, when you were short hopping, you were jumping a little bit too high, making it a lot easier for your opponent to react to your aerial approach.
That's kind of,
part made you want to play more grounded anyway, because not only was it super rewarding, but it was the safest option. No more. Now you will actually be able to jump at your opponent, and it doesn't have to always be with an attack. You can opt to just
I will say, as playing Gizmo, I don't feel like Gizmo is super good with grounded approach or defensive options, probably because he's slow too.
but
So maybe that's why I didn't
Against
notice it
shields yet.
as much.
we're not done.
Probably why I
That's a
struggled.
checklist we still have to get to
Higher
on
ranks.
this list. Alongside
I'm not the greatest.
allow
I'm not the
movement
greatest
to
Gizmo, but I'm the
access to
cutest. All right.
platforms, which is something we've been trying to
I'm the
improve on
cutest
and hearing
Gizmo.
plenty of feedback on. So platforms, not only have we made it easier to be able to access them with short hops, but also the way that the wave dashing was working before, it took
trying to find my Gizmo
It
emotes.
had no info on it, which meant that you were likely to get punished. So we have now altered every wave dash to return dodge meter based on how many invul frames you had left remaining from that dodge. So now we have made it so you can use the movement a little bit easier. You won't be burning your
Oh,
meter for it.
yeah.
You'll be able to
That makes
kind of do
sense.
it at will.
You can really
So,
burn your dodge meter pretty quick in this game now with like dash jumping, edge, like edge fatigue or wall fatigue. So I think that makes sense. Like right now, you definitely have to be really careful about just dodging randomly. So I like the fact that if they add a refund on precision. So yeah, because you can burn out so fast now.
Lastly, we want to
And some
thank
characters feel like they
everybody that
struggle with that too. So giving them
participated in testing rounds. We
a
really
little bit of a
appreciate all the
refund isn't
feedback,
bad.
and we were able to actually get a lot of that feedback in to help make
Shields.
blocking feel a lot better in multiverses. As you know, blocking adds an added layer of depth to combat, and so we want multiverses to
I know I didn't
feel
notice
like a
enough
rewarding
myself, but
experience. When it
I only
comes to
played so
hitting
much and I was
performance,
just getting
but
bodied
also
by
allowing players to
general
kill
good
skills
players.
through being
So
able to defend themselves.
this
So
isn't as much for
things that
me.
have actually been added to the shield mechanic this time around. Shield damage and hit pause have been tuned. We also have changed the way light and medium projectiles interact with shield, doing reduced damage. We standardized the shield break attacks to have more consistent frame data and sizes. Shield breaks from shield break attacks.
Gizmo's shield break sucked. I remember that. It was so freaking slow. It was awful. It didn't reach anything. The ability to punish his shield break was insane.
And we've also added feedback with flashing to show when a shield is being hit.
Yeah, okay,
Steven
okay.
in particular, because he was one of the first characters, or the only character to really have a shield, he can air shield, and if you hit his shield in the air, it kind of bounces. It has like on hit bounce, and when he's on the ground, he now has a standard shield like the rest of the cast. And hitting someone's shield actually gives you whiff branch timing.
So is there gonna be
almost as if
is shields just universal now?
Therefore, you will have a lot more time to actually hit opponents for hitting your shield.
I mean, as far as an anti-projectile thing, I'm down for that. I felt like the I didn't feel like projectiles were
when you guys were trying to like
super busted anyways.
You would be met with a dodge. Now you'll be able to.
But I do like the idea of actually having some decent anti-projectile stuff, because some characters felt like they have anti-projectile measures that just didn't work anyways. So
that you all continue to enjoy this mechanic in the game. And
is someone typing?
We were really excited from being able to take that feedback and apply it to the mechanic to make it even better.
And just to clarify as well, we are still in the experimental phase of shields too.
Still in the experimental. Okay.
Still in the testing grounds queue.
Is that a shield? Yep. I don't know if I necessarily want it to be to replace the game.
It is now available to be used in custom games, in the lab, and in
nice. Okay, nice. I like it being in the lab too. I wish that being able to use it in the lab is
like to try and express it out, but you could also head to our brand new survey.
I will say
on the carousel within the main.
I'm not sure what the plan is when they release it, but something I kind of feel like with the shield is because perks in general have felt kind of, they're probably going to respond to this directly right after I say this, because that kind of seems to be the trend that they do, is I'll say something and then the very next day is like, oh yeah, we did that. It's like, oh, okay. So but I feel like to do shields, like perks in general have been pretty, some perks are good, others are pretty meh. Troll Tactics is actually just bad, but it's whatever. I feel like this could be a reason, like shield perks, like if you just you can shield replaces your parry or something on the ground. Stuff like that I feel like is still pretty good. It also is nice to have a shield compared to Steven Universe, who is probably, he is such a just a vast character to unpack, and that shield is part of it. So having something that can kind of compete with someone like him. So it is nice to kind of switch up that dynamic when possible. So yeah, having perks that give you things like shield, I would totally be down for. I'm not sure much I would want as far as the main build, but I also am not really opposed either because I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit play.
Menu, and we will
I
be
don't.
posting throughout every test.
I will say I don't need shield. Like I know a lot of people are used to shield in games like Smash Bros. Raymakers, I'm pretty sure is one. Nick All-Star Brawl. I don't care that much. Like just because they were in those games doesn't necessarily mean I like, hey, I need this here. This adds so much more depth. For me, it's like I'm just trying something different. I don't need to have everything that's in the other games. So I feel like some of the shield stuff is probably more for a higher end enthusiast competitive play and not so much for casual play anyways, at least as far as I'm concerned. Or it's just, or at the very least, to me, it's a little over exaggerated how good it is for platform fighters, but maybe that's just me. I feel like it's mostly people are more used to shield since Smash Bros 64, like dodging wasn't as much of a thing back then. So and that's my hot take on that.
Ground post as well. You can let us know how you feel. Let us know what you think that's been coming alongside shields, and we're continuing to make sure.
And yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to even practice with shields enough to feel like I can give good input.
Shields get fully implemented. They
I'm out
are
of
as
tea.
clean and ready to go as we can based on your feedback and what you have seen. So go into custom games, go into the lab, do everything you can with them, find unique stuff, find ways to break it. Let us know. We're always looking for brand new feedback on that. And,
I do like the idea of just repurposing the parry graphic. I think that just fits.
And
one
also,
last thing. Oh no,
yes.
you can actually go. It's fine. No, you got it.
No. We'll talk about this one quite a bit. It's actually 2 points. I forgot to note there as well. So, one of the biggest
2, I can count that
points,
high.
that we have been working towards, and we have finally gotten a full overhaul on, is we have been able to go in. There's no footage for this one, just to be clear. We have gone in and we've done a hitbox overhaul for all of our characters. So shout outs to the gameplay development team who went in and looked through every single move that we could finally go through and check every single point where we see if maybe something is hitting behind, maybe something.
One thing I'll say about hitboxes, because I feel like some people, particularly on just social media, sometimes I feel like they might just be more reactionary about hitboxes than they actually are. Because I know in the past, I've been reactionary about hitboxes, but then I'll like save a clip and I'll go back to it. It's like, oh no, I whiffed. It just looked really close, but no, I whiffed. I definitely whiffed that move. And it can be kind of that stuff too, I imagine, with hitboxes where it looks like it could hit, but realistically, if you slow it down the footage, you're like, oh no, that should actually miss. So I feel like it could be a bit of that too with a lot of these hitboxes. Not that being said, there probably are hitbox problems. There have been hitbox problems. Like Jack is an example how he would hit me he would attack in the wrong direction and hit behind himself and hit me as I'm trying to punish him for that. So there's definitely been hitbox issues before. It's just that sometimes it's hard to tell in the speed of the moment, and that's probably why it's been slow to fix every minute hitbox detail. Plus, there's also like the hit stagger, the hit pause that happens when you counter somebody trying to do an attack, and they would go into their hurt animation, which is like Jason goes for a grab with his hand, but it gets hit, so he goes back to his hurt animation, hand like pulls back, and it looks like you were just super far off, but realistically his hand just got pummeled. So that's why sometimes I feel like it can look worse than it actually is, but they also address that too, so that there's a good amount of feedback what you're seeing. So that's why I do like appreciate how the dev team approaches a lot of this stuff, because it is trying to like take a more appropriate approach to everything, even if it doesn't feel like it immediately. So
was hitting in a position that felt spot. It was a lot of time and effort that went into this one, but it is something that was very much so high on our points of wanting to get addressed. And now there's a full combat hitbox overhaul, and of course, still keep an eye.
Yeah, I don't even need to talk about this stuff. They're just gonna fix anything else I have to critique tomorrow.
We're always
So
constantly looking to update that, but
maybe it's already fixed right now.
Very different. It's gonna. We've been testing it thoroughly, and we're very excited what's coming out with it. Nick, I mean, this is what we've been talking about for quite a bit.
I'll probably have to go over all those notes tomorrow too.
The team really,
I'm excited.
Really wanted to make it.
I'm excited, Bike.
We wanted to make a point where the players know that
Give me Mars or
we've been
Sleepy
listening for such a long time, and we wanted to reward the players for their time and dedication to Multiverses with a game that they truly, truly want to play, and also, of course, be expressive with how they play it. And so we already know that players love the game and they want to play it naturally, but how can we continue to improve the experience, not only just from a cosmetic standpoint, because those cosmetics are beautiful, I'm not gonna lie, but from an entire
Yeah, I don't care about
gameplay
cosmetics that
perspective. And
much.
so we hope with these changes, you are all not only extremely excited, but of course, we cannot wait to see you play what feels like an entirely new version of multiverses, because
I
there's
will say this part is, it keeps getting me how it's like they kind of do a revamp, and then it's like, oh, it's completely different now. I have to kind of unlearn things and relearn things, which I don't hate. I mean, it's frustrating at times, but it's more like, just gotta like beat my muscle memory again. Beat my meat memory, you know, is the idea. Um, and I've also been slow to do so for different reasons. It's fine. I'm okay trying to relearn it. You know, I like new things enough, so I like change enough. I should get up and stretch a little bit. Why do I have my scratch there? The kitties must have did something to me.
the reason why Ajax and I were like tweeting as much as we were, and then the team is staying up late after hours to continue to play the game, because it just feels phenomenal to actually sit and play. And so I want to give a special shout out to every single member of the team and all of the work they did to make these
Wait, why do I
changes
have
and
this
make them
as just chatting? I'm doing
Yeah,
video
well,
game
wait,
stuff.
there's more. There was one more as well.
Guys, you're
That
doing
was brought up by quite a
multiverses.
few people, and something
Guys.
we mentioned that we were working towards, and we have worked towards
I just
removing
realized
from
how
the game.
not helpful that
Weekend
was.
is being altered out to
Not that
a
anybody really
different form of
cares,
a
I'm
buff.
sure, but
For a
I'm
couple
gonna be rambling at
characters
this for
might
reasons,
need it. There are a couple characters
regardless.
that were based around that kit, that in their kit. Well, we have removed it from every kit, and we're working towards a couple ways to have the perks
No, wait.
that are moving weekend from the game. There was one more as well. That
of
I
the
want to make
team
sure I'm
and
catching
all
this
of the
right.
work they did to make these changes and make them come to fruition.
Yeah, but wait, there's more. There was one more as well, that was brought up by quite a few people, and something we mentioned that we were working towards, and we have worked towards removing weekend from the game. Weekend
Oh,
is
yeah.
being altered out to a different form of a buff. For a couple
Oh,
people
yeah.
who might need it, there are a couple characters that were based around that kit, that in their kit. Well, we have removed it from every kit, and we're working towards a couple ways to have the perks that were utilizing it, or any character that was heavily utilizing it, and changing it around quite a bit. But the weekend was causing much earlier KOs than we were looking for, as well
Yeah.
as leading to positions where basically, if you were behind, you were almost being rewarded for it a little bit too heavily, and we want to make sure that we're even the playing field on that. So weekend has not only been removed, but we will be continuing to work towards ways to replace any of them that were dedicated to that, and with brand new buffs or brand new unique ways to play.
That was actually a very good catch, by the way. Very good.
Yeah, it's I wasn't that bothered by Weekend, but certain characters definitely seemed like they were made more oppressive. Like early Jack, especially, like he had so much ability to control space, limit break a couple times a stock, and then he applies a Weekend. It's just like too much all the time.
Good catch.
That was the
see
one
the
I
chat.
forgot to write down. It's like, oh wait, can't forget this one.
The chat was like, yeah.
Jack was fine after they
Everybody
tweaked
is
his limit
excited for
break
that as
and
well, but
hitboxes a bit, so
And
we're not
I think
also,
they ironed him out
we're
pretty
not-
good.
that's-
And I had to learn them
that's-
too, so.
we still got more to go, and of course, get ready to read those patch notes.
I need to
Not only will there be a lot
play 'em
of,
more again, too, just to-
combat changes, but there's a
just to
lot
show
of,
goodies.
changes that have come to many characters who were, we'll say, finding KOs a lot faster than others, and we want to make sure that we found ways around that and change that around. We've been paying close attention to not only the ladder, but also the events that have been going on as well. We want to make sure that we got that addressed. So you will be seeing that. You'll be seeing some characters maybe that you haven't seen. Welcome back, Jake. And you will be seeing quite a few other characters that will be getting some new changes, as well as a couple of unique.
What's up? I wanna.
Not only be a lot of combat-based changes, but we're not. We still got
Wait.
more to go, and of course, get ready to read those patch notes. Not only will there be a lot of combat-based changes, but there's a lot of different changes that have come to many characters who we'll say, finding KO is a lot faster than others, and we want to make sure that we found ways around that and change that around. We've been paying close attention to not only the ladder, but also the events that have been going on as well. We want to make sure that we got that addressed. So you will be seeing that. You'll be seeing some characters maybe that you haven't seen. Welcome back, Jake. And you will be seeing quite a few other characters that will be getting some.
Okay, you kind of just threw that in there.
Of unique changes to their movesets, actually, overall. I'll leave that for a surprise, though, looking at Finn. So, up next, we not only have talked about all of the combat changes, but of course, we got a couple maps, a couple other things to talk about. McCat, we're not done.
Yeah, we are not done. Actually, let me lean up and lock in.
So, the Back to the Past stage that some of you have seen, Back to the Past is now joining in to Multiverse.
That is a sick outfit. Also, she can glide. That makes sense.
Shout out to the maps team. This is such a beautiful stage. As you can see, it's this is the past version of the stage, and a brand new skin for Samurai Jack, which we'll talk about in a sec. But it does change throughout the gameplay. It switches to the future, so it'll be alternating.
Well, that's cute. This gives me Brawlhalla vibes.
Future with unique, different layout.
I should try to play the game again. As much as I'm bad at it and I get mad because bad, I need to play it a little more again.
It's such a beautiful stage.
I think it's my favorite music in the game so far.
And when you have the hazards off,
And there's a lot of games I need to play, so that
where it had the bridge covered,
that list is not small.
You will have that as well. So that'll be Back to the Past 2. This is that is the future version, where you'll be able to play with the open stage and be able to utilize.
That was excruciating.
Or excuse me, utilize the stage without the transformations. And well, we get to build up. We get right into it. So we've been talking quite a bit about some, building a band up.
The band is getting together?
Well, what if we decided to give everybody access to just the giant keyboard? Because why not? So welcome to Space Jam, as it is called, the space stage.
I want to play this stage. I think this is the first thing I want to do. Is just hop on here and play my piano on the piano.
Different versions. And if you have the hazards on, you also get buffs throughout it. So the entire stage is based entirely on how you play the music.
I'm gonna take Velma and Charger at full speed.
Not only the keyboard and play music here, but we already got, of course, the flugelhorn from Marvin.
We're gonna make a tournament. You have to be as annoying as possible, and this is gonna be the only stage.
Steven doing there?
Maybe Hammer Time.
You kind of just vibe on a little bit.
Wait, Steven might have a.
Why Steven there?
Steven have an instrument now?
No clue. Then there is, of course, we have a couple other bonus maps that will be joining too. There's a couple different variations to the beach map. There's a couple, another variation to the space map.
Oh, many sorry.
In 4.5, we always talk about what's coming up next in the future too. You got Candy Kingdom 1 and 2, which is the Candy Tavern. This is one of the most beautiful stages.
It looks really good, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to play on it, but it looks really good.
I can't tell you enough. We got a lot.
It's like the Hyrule Temple, the
way these things look, and
whatever the Kid Icarus stage is on Smash Ultimate, Smash 4, I think too.
All of the fine, small details that you can see. Some of the citizens who are in the stage. You got the Marshmallow Kids hanging out on the platform.
Oh, hey, there's the boss. One of the boss guys back there. That gumball dude.
But there is also another version. We also, this being one of our biggest stages that we have. We also, of course, like to introduce some competitive variants as well, which is Candy Kingdom number 2.
Okay.
Might have a few variations to it as well. But as you can see, Peppermint Butler has taken over the main podium, has brought the crowd out.
Competitive maps suck anyways. There's just not much you can do with that.
My personal favorite stage, not just for the way this looks, but the other variation to it too, which we will show off once 4.5 comes around. But
4.5, okay.
We're extremely spoiled by these new maps. And there's still more, of course, bonus stages that'll happen later on that we will not be sharing.
They keep adding so much cool stuff specifically for people like me.
It is to
it makes me tickled pink with my hypergalactic and Valentines.
can't wait to
Valentine
see
neon
all of the
outfits.
chaos that happens on that stage. Because again, not only is it beautiful, it's massive.
Yes, and you know, I see a lot. I've been seeing people talk about it in chat for a bit, kind of purposely pushing it along just because of how long it's been asked for. But we'll finally talk about it now. So with Arena, of course, you get to earn some prestige. Well, what do you get to spend it on? Well, every season we add new stuff. We've already
Yeah.
shown a couple of them off. You got the brand new prestige items.
There's that heavy metal
the
giant.
UI Jack we just showed a little while ago in the Back to the Past stage.
He has a dull gun in his head.
But we teased a certain Iron Giant skin that will finally be joining. We have the heavy metal giant that will also be a part of the Prestige store this time around. So make sure that you.
What is that animation?
Be able to get the Prestige, but any Prestige you might have gotten from the Battle Pass or purchases prior. You got the brand new Zinthos ring out, which I am sure a certain somebody in this call is only going to use. And
hey, why you gotta call me out, yo? Like, I was just vibing out.
Okay, but
Wait, hold up.
Somebody in this call.
He takes off his glasses. Just stomps on it.
Hey, why you gotta call me out, yo? Like, I was just vibing out.
Okay, but am I wrong though?
No, you're not.
So these are the brand new prestige skin items that you'll be able to get throughout this season, and we're very excited to be able to show these off. I hope you're all excited about these too. And like we said before, there is the Mythic Vista skins that you'll be seeing later on.
Might get this one for Iron Giant, depending. I might.
The event gets closer, so we'll reveal.
I have quite a bit of prestige right now, so.
Let everybody know.
And apparently I can get more.
So that's it for all of our normal base content. We've talked about a lot of these things, and we've reached that.
Also, it's probably just good for people who aren't spending tons of money to get prestige skins, so it makes sense.
So the cat, if you will, if you'd like to go ahead and start us off.
Somewhere for me, I just got like free access to so much prestige.
The community tournament events. So there we go. There it is. There it is. Oh, the cat needed a little breather. So we got the Frosted Versus weeklies that happen every single Thursday. Shout outs to the Frosted Versus team who always puts these on. We wanted to give some praise, of course, to Frost Esports who are always putting on tournaments every single week. So you got 1v1s on
I should go check that out then.
You got the duos that happen on Saturdays.
Okay, I got to tune into this then.
So make sure you sign up for those.
See, this is what I should be going to the Discord for, but
they also work together.
If anybody knows any good, like particularly 2v2 content creators, I'm interested. Just because if you got something you want to share, go ahead. Just because I'm more into the 2v2s, I'm more into the duels, so it's more my jam than the solo. So you guys got any recommendations? Feel free to give them to me for anybody watching this back at some point too. I don't know, man. I'm hopeful. Hopeful someone randomly throw crap at me like that.
Teaming up with Trolley to bring to you.
I don't want to go look for it. I'm lazy.
I believe this is a qualifier-based event. So make sure you check this out. This is something they've been putting on for quite a bit. They've been able to use a lot of their time and effort to build up this scene for Frost Esports, and they're now going to be bringing you a circuit-based event as well. So make sure you sign that up. Check it out one more time. It is a $7,500 prize pool, and make sure you check that out early so you don't miss it. We're really excited and happy to be able to help push that for them. As they
already got so much candy over there. Discount candy.
Apologies, Ajax, by the way.
It's all good. I was looking away from the screen for a second and didn't realize that you needed to get some.
Can't eat that much candy, guys. Too much candy.
The cat who is currently sick and still getting on the show to put in all his passion towards Raven.
Something I would like to also add, by the way, is that the team. Secretly, we'd be watching these tournaments. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like sometimes you'll see them pop in. Sometimes we'll pop in and talk to chat, but other members are a lot more low key with it, right? And so I just want to thank all of the players for running these events and actually putting on these events for the community. And I also want to thank the TOs that step in and actually, help run these events as well. They're very entertaining to watch, and I'm just really excited to be able to watch everybody play, whether it be at a casual level.
I'm just being so lazy, I'm not even getting into watching them, so.
I genuinely mean that, and I'm sure that the team also echoes those sentiments as well, because we love when people play multiverses, and we love to watch people play multiverses. So thank all of you from the entire team.
support your locals. It's where we came from. It's where we want to see. We want to see that support. Shout outs to some of the TOs out there. Got to give praise to Tengoku. I'm gonna say it by name. One of the main TOs has been putting a lot of effort. Shout outs to Chubbs and all the group who've been doing everything with TVO. This is. These things aren't built without the efforts of those who put in that effort behind the scenes. So big praise to Tengoku and Uncle Chubbs and a couple other people who've been putting on that. If I missed your name, you already know. Make sure you reach out to us so we can.
Cat seems like he got distracted with something over there.
Esports at WBD.com. If you'd like to have your
Maybe his boss is messaging him.
Reach out at esports.wbd.com.
Boss is coming for him.
And there is one more big event, of course, coming up
Tony.
around the corner. You got Plat Fight Gaming Championships, which
Tony's breathing down his neck.
On their socials and maybe Frost Esports socials as well. As that will be coming up in December. If you're a Multiverses fan, if you're playing
I can't stop looking at his face. I don't know. I'm worried for him.
You're good. You're good. No worries.
And we're still going. We're still going. We're keeping it together. You're gonna want to go to that event. As you will be very excited to see what we have in store, to be able to see what kind of tournament they're gonna run, and maybe we show up to go say hi. You never know. So make sure you go ahead and check them out. Sign up to Plat Fight Gaming, and sign up to all these events that are going on. And once more time, esports at WBD.com. If you have a tournament that you're running and you'd like to reach out, maybe get it promoted and be able to talk to our team, let us know. Reach out via that email. And art time. So I don't think I have ever seen as much art that got submitted as fast as it did as the
art
season
time.
4 announcement for art. Like, straight
Oh,
up.
hey, Dragon, you want to watch the art stuff?
Everybody went ham, yo. Everybody went super ham.
Well, art stuff like this.
They're going to show a little bit of community art.
It's unfortunate we do have a limited amount of time that we can share as many as we want because the submissions were like close to a
God, how long does this go? Oh God, it goes for a while.
To bring that down
How about you
to
click
X
some
amount,
stuff
but
that
we will
looks
be
nice and
retweeting.
shiny?
And
Yeah, it's fair. It's 10 minutes of art, so never mind.
Yeah, I'm
give
gonna
as
play
much
version.
love and appreciation to all of our artists.
Makes
and
sense.
Any of them,
What's that?
Or a smaller account watching them.
Oh yeah, it's only
get
good stuff.
the attention they deserve for the talent that they have. We love and appreciate it. So I don't even know which ones were picked. Funny enough, because there were so many, we submitted into the team, and the team were able to finalize the ones that were picked. So this is a surprise to both me and the cat as we see which ones show up. So let's see the first one.
I'm ready, yo.
Blitz,
Raven,
this one
right
was
off the bat.
Guy? Yes, it was. Cynthia Guy always showing up every
Dragon's
single
getting candy, by the
time
way. The
the
candy I
call
was talking
made
about.
for
Half
our
off candy.
always providing us
No,
with
it's okay.
some fun stuff. So thank you very much.
Probably not that long.
For,
Probably.
Cynthia Guy for providing us yet another art, this time for
Another
Raven.
banger.
Till another time.
Of course. Classic.
It's like a tale as old as time at this point with Till. Till bringing us the artwork of basically both.
What the heck is that thing? I know it's probably something from Adventure Time, but what the heck is that?
And
on the left there?
I can't remember his name off the app.
Like it's got eyeballs there. It's got this
all of a sudden.
head.
His father's name. Hudson Abadir. Thank
The
you.
longer I look at it, the more I don't wanna.
That was quick. I'm not a fake fan. I forgot. It's a long day.
Who designed that originally?
I gotta watch. I gotta get caught up.
It's so good. The show is amazing, and we will have a lot more to talk about, of course, with Marceline as we get closer to 4.5. Up next, we have Gabriel Gab every single time, always showing up with the pixel art. I mean, it's a staple at this point of the stream.
Dang, this one's a bit more
one of the first ones
anime.
From Random Draws 3. This is one of the first ones I saw when she got announced, and immediately I was like, yo, I want to say I just loved like the line art and everything about this. This was so awesome to see.
Yeah, Random Draws 3, the brand new one to us to see, has just incredible talent. This was one of the first ones that popped up. It had to be included. I'm glad this one got grabbed and brought into the stream. What else we got here? Oh yeah, so this was on my checklist of must adds. So Rose Lion every time always showed up with something great, but like she just nailed this. Like this such a vibe between
Yeah.
the three of them. You already know this is like,
Harley
something
definitely
that
would be the drums.
I would love to see this played out.
Maybe
like,
the
in some
violin.
form.
This has layers to it, yo. This Rose, you killed this. Awesome.
Thank you once again for providing incredible work as always. Boomerang. Okay, this one came in late too. We made a last call post to catch some people.
Why is
see
Agent
if we
Smith
can
gonna
get a few,
shoot her?
And Boomerang coming in one more time with what Multiverses is all about. It's all about the crossover. It's all about the fun, unique feel of the crossover. And you got Marceline running away from Agent Smith. You got Raven fighting Joker off on the side at night. It's just a beautiful art piece. I want this on a poster. Like genuinely, I want this on my wall.
Absolutely. Oh my! I'm a big fan.
I
I'm a
forgot
big
about this
fan.
one. I completely
fan.
forgot about this one.
Oh my god! I'm
I'm not sure I understand this one. Oh,
Just
wait.
seeing this is so
Versus the
awesome.
world.
my
Oh,
God.
I get it now.
Finmer, thank you. Appreciate it.
Now I get it. Took me a
Numbers,
moment.
Another regular of the show showing up and providing incredible work. Marceline Abadir versus the world. I mean, just it
I don't know why that
nails
took me so long.
the art aesthetic of the theme so well. Again, thank you for dropping in.
I can't remember the name of the original
I don't want
material.
us to have a limit on these. I just want to like keep going. I don't even know what number we're at right now, and I'm already upset that we're running out.
More pixel art.
I have still zero clue how to pronounce your tag, by the way.
Julius YT.
Zuliux.
Zuliak? All right.
Maybe I
Zuliux.
got it. Maybe. Sorry.
Juliux.
Zuliak's
YouTube.
I want to say that like it's meant to be YouTube at the end there, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to ruin it though. So but, another amazing piece. Every single time the season comes around, you have another the brand new pixelated art piece for the characters. So appreciate you for bringing us yet another one. You got to tell us how to pronounce your name at some point. Oh, this one, Steve Plant. Steve Plant, I think only has like
There's that new characters right there.
not good enough amount of followers. People need to go show some support to this.
But where's Gizmo?
Okay, we need to see this.
We got Powerpuff Girls.
Steve Plant more motivation to make more of this because this is phenomenal.
Hold up, where is Gizmo? Guys, I think I'm gonna have a problem. Guys, oh, there it is. Popcorn. I was gonna say.
Gizmo holding popcorn?
Yeah.
Gizmo, yeah.
Screw you, Nicat, for catching that. Screw you.
Oh yeah, that is Gizmo. Holding
All right. Took me a solid
like the more,
pause.
the more you look, the better it gets. Like you got the Morty dropping the plumbus on the bottom. You got LeBron not caring about what's going on there.
Machete, Batman near the machete. Shaggy super sandwich.
Multiple stages in the background too. Like you got Trophy's Edge statue. Actually, wait. The more you look, it really does just keep getting better. There's
Just his
diamonds
cape.
on the top.
How is he spinning that like that, huh?
I'm gonna get heat for that one too. But,
Bug.
It's just incredible from Steve.
Arya.
We need more of this, and I'm going.
Wait, so this is Banana Guard. Ah, there she is. Okay. I can't see squat on this. There's too much stuff. The more stuff you add, the less I can see.
Oh, Gizmo had multiple people vouching at like the final hour to get in, and I wasn't the one who even picked it. So congrats to someone else who found it. But Gizmo with a last second submission for Raven and Marceline, our season 4 skins or characters, not skins.
You're good. You're good.
we're still going. We're still going. Then this one is.
Oh, good.
This was my personal favorite. I was looking at all of them and trying to figure out which
Got
one.
so much
is the
nice
best
art.
One, and it's really
So much nice
Anything
art in that
Lenore
Discord, probably.
included? It's
I'm
got
guessing that's where
Buffalo,
it's at.
Yeah, extra points for Lenore.
I need to
Edition.
keep up in there
Always
more,
making
man.
Incredible.
Instead, I just do my hot takes on my Twitch, and every once in a while I'll read in there.
By any means,
So.
I get the feeling that quite a few people will probably be asking to get some of these and some unique art from Raven for this one. So again, thank you, James, for adding a submission. Kinetic Arts with another unique look. I like the smugness of Raven, just kind of looking off to the side, like
yeah, got like some attitude in there.
like that's the key point. Everybody made sure, like if it was too cheerful, it's like I don't know, but everybody making sure to really hit the nail on the head with like her attitude and how she goes about things, and I think we'll see a lot more of that expressed in our voice lines and gameplay as we play along twos. Thank you, Kinetics. How many do we have left? Oh,
Ooh, wow. I didn't see this one.
this one was buried in the thread. I'm very glad that we found this one.
That's pretty
Sean
sick.
O'Dooley coming
Wait,
in
how long
with,
have I been going?
a
Because I need to
very
use the
unique take to the
bathroom
entire
here.
roster, getting them in there. I don't know if we have everybody.
I'm gonna
in
take
it,
a quick
actually.
break now, actually, just because I don't want to pee myself. I've been having some issues, so I'll be right back. And I will probably load multiverses for a little bit, check out that stuff. But yeah, be right back, guys. I did it again. I gotta stop hitting this button over here. I'm gonna fix this in the future, I promise. I promise, guys. Okay, am I still on? Am I still on? Yeah, I got 30 seconds of ads yet, so. It's. Oh, I also hit 0 over there. It's actually mute over there, but it kind of. This is so weird because you guys could probably hear me. Like if I unmute this, yep, you guys can still hear me. So I'm gonna tweak that more in the near future. I got some ideas how I want to tweak that anyway. So I do like the overall quality I've been getting out of this. But yeah, if I hit 2 here, yeah. So let's go back over here. I really gotta figure this out. I might need to get an actual like a stream deck at some point. Maybe you know, stop using a number pad because the shortcuts and the typing stuff gets weird. But I don't know. I'm making this out of a lot of cheap stuff, so maybe I should focus a little bit.
Well, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up multiverse
But,
after this.
everybody
So
making sure to really hit the nail on the head with like her attitude and how she goes about things, and I think we'll see a lot more of that expressed in her voice lines and gameplay as we play along twos. Thank you, Kinetics. How many do we have left? Oh,
Ooh, wow. I didn't see this
where's
one.
Gizmo?
this one was
Where's
buried in the thread.
Gizmo?
I'm very
There he
glad that we
is.
found this one.
There's her boy.
Sean
Taz
O'Dooley
is freaky,
coming in
man.
with,
Iron Giant's kind of freaky
a
too.
very unique take to the entire roster, getting them in there. I
She
don't know if we
stares
have
into my
everybody
soul.
in
This
it,
is pretty
actually,
cool though.
specifically.
It's
I don't know
very
if
cool.
But
Although only
this
one.
is
Oh no,
incredible.
there they are. Okay.
Every time
Raven,
you hit the nail on the
Marceline.
head,
Nice.
what makes this game
Nice.
special,
Okay.
is really something that we love to see. It shows the
Wait.
entirety of like what what a good crossover is all about, and bringing our roster together. Thank you, Sean, for submitting
Why
that.
is this Morty here? Probably makes sense.
Oh, you want to throw a little backstory about this one?
Yes. So a player by the name Flacoco reached out and asked. He said, "Hey, my cousin doesn't know how to do digital art, but really wanted to get their art on stream. And this came in super late. And this is just it's too adorable, it's too special. I believe what it said is Raven's dad can't be that bad because he got her a record." That it's adorable, and Flacoco, I hope that you show this to your cousin. I show that you let your family see that you're able to get this in there. So thank you. It doesn't always have to be digital art. It could be something passionate coming in from anybody too. So
Pencil
thank you so
to
much.
paper, it's fine.
Oh,
Dang.
I forgot about this one.
I like how raw this one is.
It's just badass. Like, just look at this. Like, like there weren't too many of the aesthetic of kind of really diving into like the the trigon possession and the powers that Raven has. This one nails it on the head. I know there was some more out there, and I think that they came in a little late, so we weren't able to get to them. But I'll make sure to retweet those myself later. But this one is so good. And like just I love how many different unique takes people had on expressing Raven coming in. Like I mean, you said it yourself, and you already know. Hugely requested character, big fandom, and everybody came out to really show off their stuff for this one.
Absolutely.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yo, I vibe with this, bro. As someone that's really getting into Legos, man, you know what?
Look,
I love it.
It took a second.
No, yeah, it took me a moment when I was looking at it, yeah.
Realizing
Just funny.
what they did.
That's nice.
So Devs and Mayhem,
That's
this
cute.
is one of the most unique ideas somebody has had for art submission for us so far. And you nailed it with the two Lego
Good
sets
job.
of Raven and Marceline. So thank you for that. I know that. I believe I remember you like laughing, saying no shot. Well, you never know with us. We love all unique takes. Thank you so much for that submission. And thank you to everybody else who also submitted too. That is the end of our art that we have for this. It is not, it doesn't say enough how incredibly talented all you are and how much was submitted. You will see a lot of that, of course, continually being retweeted by us and talked on as much as we possibly can. But we do have time limitations that we do have to kind of keep to on the stream, so we will have to cut it a little short there. But thank you everybody who did submit all those. And now it's time for a little bit of Q&A. I'm gonna take my breath for a second because they were all so good. So if you'd like to take off the first one.
Yep. So memes for life. Does Bugs still have his combo game? Did Bugs ever lose his combo game? I'm not gonna front. Like
I say, did it go away?
So I don't recall that really ever disappearing. It might be a little different. You might have to press more buttons. But
I will.
The beauty in being able to play a character that has multiple options and crafting them together.
I'm going to expand on this one a little bit because this affects multiple characters. So, like we said before, get ready to read. There is a lot going on in the patch notes. And yes, quite a few characters who, let's say, had some higher guaranteed strings that were a little bit difficult to get around. Did have some things changed, but that does not mean that we aim to move away from expression. As you can see, a lot of the movement and all that stuff has gone in. So there are going to be more moments where you see more DI windows or KBI, as I should say, for characters. Not every move will be setting the same exact direction. Some of them will send multiple directions, which you have to read and chase. There will be also, again, the removal of weekend has altered the way some routes work because some routes work specifically with that extra 5% boost. And it's just overall, there's quite a few characters who still retain their combo expression, but some of them have a few changes that alter the way that they've worked. So that said, Bugs, I think we'll be fine. And I don't recall him ever losing that combo game.
Great. He's fine. He still has his combo game.
Now, another question, I'm going to take this one. This actually alludes into something I wanted to talk about with toasts. So,
I forgot to unmute. It's fine. It's fine. I was going to say, Bugs was one of the few characters that was frick. I probably never lost this combo game was fine. I don't know how long I was mute. It's probably for a bit.
If you'd like to take off the first one.
Yep. So memes for life.
God dang it.
A character that
patch notes. And yes, quite a few characters. That does not mean that we aim to move away from expression. As you can see, a lot of the movement and all that stuff
Yeah,
has
yeah.
gone in. So there
I will
are.
say about, because I know a lot of people, like even like kind of top end players, there will be a lot of talk about how like removing certain like infinites, or not necessarily infinites, but well infinites obviously is one thing that sometimes characters get a little, they miss out on, you know, the combo of just being able to juggle your character back and forth forever and then blast them off into space. Not really been my thing ever when playing a fighting game. Like my idea of playing a fighting game is like a back and forth, like, you know, a battle of attrition. That's kind of what I liked about multiverses in general. But I know like people talk about too about a lot of the different combo routes in this game. They do try to. It's never really. I don't find it as fun to like get absolutely just to kind of zero to death people. Like that's not my thing that I'm always looking for in these games. So that's kind of like where my style comes from and where I can't really see the whole, like a lot of the big combo oriented stuff. So that's me though. I like the battle of attrition more than I like the, you know, a zero to death. So, and that's just me, but
There are going to be more moments where you see more DI windows or KBI, as I
okay,
should say.
we got past
For
this part.
characters. Not every move will the way some routes work, because some routes work specifically with that extra 5% boost. A few changes that alter
Great.
and I don't recall him ever losing that combo game.
Great.
Bugs is definitely not a character I feel like has struggled at all
Now,
with
another
patch
question,
updates,
I'll take
but
this one. This
could just
actually
be me
loops into
too.
something I wanted to talk about with Toast.
Strong, pretty fast,
Hashtag take this serious.
good
What happens to
approach
fighter currency when
options,
season 4 drops?
couple of the
So,
best projectiles
you will
ever.
still have all of your fighter currency. That's something I meant to talk about back in Fighter Road. Now we are moving away from having fighter currency given out outside of very specific events. But all of your fighter currency that you currently have will be rounded up to the next 3,000. So you will be able to still get not only the characters that you have, but the current fighter currency that you have will be rounded up, so you'll be able to get access to another character. We wanted to make it so you had the even numbers so you could use it out throughout the time. You can still use fighter currency in the fighter store. The fighter store will still be live for anybody who has it, same way as your fighter tokens. And
I muted
for
myself over there again, but it's fine.
somebody had asked the other day, I forgot what the name was, but what happened? Oh, John Slater, the Joker player, asked what happens with toasts, and the answer is now toasts will be converted to Fighter Road XP, and of course, whenever you complete the Fighter Road, you're now converted to Battle Pass XP. Now it'll use that, so you either get Fighter Road XP or Battle Pass XP, depending on if you've completed it or not, with toasts, so you don't lose your toasts. They won't be giving out fighter currency anymore, but they do give progression towards your other stuff, so you still get to keep that.
No, from Rakgi Man. I hope
I was just giving out toast after every match.
Characters be available to play in arena, or will have fewer characters on Long Matter. I believe you spoke on that already, Ajax,
Yes.
where you're able to play anybody.
Correct. It is based on
no limit.
Yeah. So you have a limit of characters that will pop up, and then you can re-roll to get access to them.
That sounds really
Or you can
fun
pick
too, to
Raven
kind
and
of randomly
free
get
coins, for the arena
randomly
run.
kind of pick
But
stuff
yeah,
out.
everybody
Not
will be
randomly, but
available.
like on the fly.
That is basically a spot where you can play whoever you'd like as long as you roll them. You do give up more coins to get the character that you want, but we wanted to.
I was gonna say, in terms of like a PvP element, yeah, this would be the ideal mode for you to be able to test, quote unquote, as many characters as possible, so long as you actually get them or roll for them.
Yes, and reminder again that not only their arena mode will be up for 3 weeks, but we do have an arena mode blog that goes into extreme detail and all these things. So make sure you check that out. That might be live already on socials and the website. So make sure you take a look at
Cat's
that. It'll answer
webcam
all
is
your questions and
stellar.
cover
Like, look
whatever
at that.
you might have missed here, or
Completely
some
faded
details
out in
you'd
the
like to go and
back,
check out. It's
crisp
all available
on the
blog
cat
that will be on
himself.
the site.
But dang.
Let's see. I'm gonna take this one. So Solnak said, so how does the fighter road work? Do we have to get everyone first before we can get Raven? How does that work? So with the fighter road, yes, it is a set order. If you want to unlock via the fighter road, you do have to go through all the characters that are in the fighter road to get to Raven, who will be at the end. But if you happen to want to pick someone along the way, if you want to use Gleeman, you want to use your tickets, you want to use fighter currency, you can go to the store to pick them. There is also multiple tiers in the fighter road where you could pick amongst multiple characters that you want to pick from. So you don't necessarily have to pick that same order. But you will start off. Everybody starts off with Shaggy. Then after you complete the tutorial, you will get Banana Guard, and then the fighter road will continue from there in that order. The full set order I can't really say. There's like there's too many, but it's very self-explanatory. And a
I
reminder again, if you'd like to also get the entire bundle.
I kind of want to try to do a little experiment where I play a fresh account and see how far, because I've definitely haven't had issues playing this game lately with you know, having to spend money. So I am curious how that would be. I don't think it would be allowed though, by their standards. So, but it is something I kind of wanted to try at some point. Would be to just like take an alt account and just to be very casual. Like, how long would it take me to just do like some daily missions, play by myself, play some rifts by myself? How long would it take me to unlock a lot of these characters? And, yeah, because I am curious.
For everybody as one big bundled.
I miss actually trying to do that grind. Honestly,
price will decrease based on how many characters you
not
have,
some parts of it.
and you'll see the discounts alter based on that too. So make sure you check that out.
And I think that might be also a question.
Another one here. Melancholic Math. Will the Gremlin Stage Midnight Screening ever get a ranked version made? You never know. That one, obviously we don't have one currently in the game, but we always listen to feedback. We're listening ideas. You never know whether something might or might not with those. I can't really give an exact answer to it, but if you would like to see stuff like that, be sure to leave feedback, because we're always listening to it. We always care to hear what you guys have to say.
Be loud. Being loud is powerful.
And as you can see, a lot of current stages that have come out too, quite a few of them have that. Not everyone of them had the having.
There's not that much variance in a lot of the rank stages necessarily, so
some of them are just
it's like hard for me. Like, yeah, I want to see Midnight showing have a rank mode
or the arena mode. But by all means, if you have a lot of care for that, or you have a lot of ideas for that, please let us know. But
yeah, I guess that's the thing. I don't know how I'd even imagine that they do make it different.
I did see that one pop up there. And then also, someone I forgot about this one as well. Ranked. So ranked for one. Meant to bring this up earlier, but we of course have the ranked skins that will be coming in for Raven. If we go ahead and show everybody that. The new season will begin on Tuesday, and the ranked skins for Raven will be the skins that you can get from that. And another thing.
Okay, so this is gold? No, wait. I can't tell. Like, is this gold? This has got to be gold. This is gold. Yeah, you can tell by the honey. So this is bronze. Bronze, silver. You get nothing for bronze or silver. Then you get gold. Gold, and this is probably platinum. This is Grand Master, I think. Or Master. This might be diamond. I can't remember the ranks, but basically this is probably the top tier. Like, this is a Master, Grand Master, so...
With ranked as well is every season from kind of like this point forward at the beginning of the season, so the beginning of the season 4 season, if you will, there will be a soft MMR reset. So leading up to this point, we haven't really done that yet. We've kind of just let things like kind of go along. But one of the parts of the RP that people have been pointing out is you've been fighting against a lot of the same people over and over again, and that's due to a lot of the peak MMR reaching the points that they have. So there will be a soft MMR reset, and you will be seeing a lot of different. Ideally, you'll be seeing a lot of different matchups. You'll be seeing hopefully more consistent RP gains and losses, and we're still continuing to watch that. That's something we'll be keeping a close eye on, so we can improve that experience for everybody. The ranked will have essentially a refresh going into tomorrow, as well as the brand new skins from Raven there, which personally, some of my favorites. I have to get the Master Rank skin this season for Raven. It's too good. Wait till you see how the inside of the cloak works, is the way I'll put it. And I believe that's everything. But also, Nikat, if you want to remind everybody as well, we still have an ongoing event that's going on with everyone.
Yeah, quick reminder, right? Quick reminder. Remember to submit your win streak videos to get cards and other prizes. Look on the official Multiverse's Twitter for instructions to submit.
Oh
There were
yeah.
a lot of prizes.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
very,
I
very
remember.
nice prizes, might I add. So you definitely want to
They're
participate.
having
in
like a
that.
win
And
streak
don't
thing.
forget to submit your streak. Very, very important.
Yes, and
I need to
I
play in
believe
general,
that
especially because I wanted to
is
get
the
some of the
time
rank skins for
that we
Powerpuff
have.
Girls, but
We
I
have
didn't
so
get
much
there.
more to break down the overtime that we'd like to talk about, but we have, of course, the arena blog that is live, the Fighter Road blog that is live, and if you have any more questions, please, of course, reach out to us on all
Blogs.
socials as we continue to update you on everything that's coming with season 4. This is only the very beginning. I cannot stress enough. Season 4 has only just started off. Season 4.5 is not going to slow down. There is so much unique stuff in
That'll
there.
be
I've got
5
nothing
weeks
but
in.
excitement to share about all that as that time comes around. And the cat, it's all the Marceline fans who are sitting here watching, getting ready for when she will arrive. Well, that, we talked about the unique expressiveness and how Raven plays. Somehow Marceline matches at that same level.
Yeah, Marceline matches that energy very, very well. And I, want to say, we as a studio are very happy for not only the Raven fans, but of course the Marceline fans as well. This is about to be one of the best seasons ever for
I
this
think
game. Like I said,
mid-December,
feels like
right?
an entirely new experience, and that couldn't have been done
Mid-December should
without
be when
the
we see
entire team
the
over at
mid-season, so it's probably gonna be like,
Yes, it also couldn't have been
yeah.
done without all of you giving feedback, letting us know things that you like, things that you'd like to see, and letting us continue to improve and grow. Because we want to make it clear every single time. We care about what you have to say, and we care about wanting to improve that experience every single time we step up to the plate with each season, because we want to deliver for.
Yeah, it'll be like a week before
So,
Christmas
appreciate
is
you
when
all.
mid-season
Appreciate everybody
will
at the team
swap.
and play and everybody who puts as much effort as possible to putting the players first. The cat that I'm like calm right now, but like I can't really express how extremely excited I am. Like this is by far and away my
His
favorite
hand
season.
is
I need today
messing
to
with
fast forward
me.
so we can get to tomorrow, and then we can just see all the magic happen.
Man, I'm gonna be too.
Player
I'm gonna be too
reactions
excited
in
to
real
sleep,
time. Of
guys. It's
course,
like
It
Christmas.
might run into some of us.
Christmas.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be on.
I think
Premise.
might is a giant asterisk.
We'll be on. We'll be
Yeah, yeah. You'll catch us online playing quite a bit. So again, thank you everybody for joining us here at Into the Verse season 4 episode. We got so much more to bring to you later on in the season, but for now, get excited, get hyped, and be able to share with us as much cool stuff that you find tomorrow as possible. And until next time, thank you for joining Into the Verse. We'll see you.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was an event. So yeah, that's new stuff. Now,